What's up everybody, Kendrick here, bringing you the third episode of HGC Highlights, the show on which we're going to provide you with some of the most memorable moments of the previous week of HGC. In our first clip, Team Experts find themselves in a rather uncomfortable spot against Team Dignitas. If you pay attention to the minimap, you will see that Blade on the Ragnaros finds himself separated from the rest of his team and is being pressured heavily by 4 Dignitas players.
Evacuate them out. This might go wrong though.
Portal.
Evacuate.
There goes the force of will. Blade does escape, but he is low on health. Snitch is trying to block him off. Blade still in trouble. Severe Smash goes out. Does not connect. There's the ley line still. Blade in the back right is trying to buy time. Force of will into Ancestral healing.
Oh my God.
Expert is going to save the Ragnaros. Bakery in trouble.
No.
Goes up inside the boss in the back. Gets him. At the same time on the right side, Snitch in trouble.
Oh my God, I can't believe the turnaround. How did they keep...
Let's take another look at that spectacular rescue coming in from ADRD. Since Ragnaros was rooted, both Medivh's shield and the portals had to be exactly on point in order to reach him. A second follow-up shield helps to keep Blade alive long enough until reinforcements arrive, while Kirsten's ancestor healing and a third shield seal the deal to allow Expert to strike back and clear the area of Dignitas' presence. The ensuing boss capture is the icing on the cake.
ADRD just saving that completely. The full faith from Blade.
Shields, ancestral heals, Qs coming out. Let's take a look at that.
Last weekend, we were finally able to watch HGC Korea for the very first time in 2017, and MVP Black in particular did not disappoint their fans. Especially their new player Tist shows great promise to become one of Korea's most dominant warrior players.
Varian goes to the middle one, and Falstad is going to be stalling that. And Dehaka is about time to come down, but he's actually going to push the lane a little bit more. Falstad keeps on stalling some time for the mid lane. And Dehaka comes in, and it is Kaid going to be in trouble. Horrify goes down. Lockdown still alive!
In the following clip, Tist on the Varian is surrounded by enemies and gets palmed just in time by his support Merryday. He realizes that the only way of triggering the Divine Palm is to stay in Tacitor's Storm. Unlike the real Varian, Tist manages to defy death and comes back in glorious fashion.
See, Tist is actually getting insanely low. He turns around for some reason, gets palmed here, works out for him in the end, but I think he's going to die regardless. Jumps in there, gets the charge off onto Vala. Tist, the god. Whoa, I was like, no, man, that's a big mistake. What are you doing? No, he gets in, gets the stun, gets the kill, and gets out. All in a day's work. Pretty strong.
That was literally insane. Look at him going in.
Okay,
this might be a little bit too much, but still, he somehow comes back alive. Doctor can't do too much damage, and he's the one getting caught this time. Let's see if he's even taunted. And Aegis to just stall some time, but can he go?
He's not going to get away.
No, he's already dead.
Double kill here for MVP Black. And we'll get this all.
But guess what? Tist has got more tricks up his sleeve. During the next game, he absolutely dismantles Team Tempest on his ETC.
Extending too much, they're getting one by one. I think this is almost the waste of using that Molten Core. Cooldown is so... I believe the cooldown is over 100 seconds on that.
I think it's 105 if I'm not mistaken. I know it's over 100. It's really long.
It may be a little more. Like a lot more than that. Like 120 or 150.
It's long, okay? That... He poked somebody. He could have just dropped a W, would have done more damage.
Yeah, that's basically Ragnaros' heroic, so to say. But that was basically wasted and didn't really poke any damage either. And Sign will be out of position, and there goes Sign. I think they started to lose it.
Yeah, they definitely have lost morale for sure. You know, at what level I don't know, but they're not playing as well as they were earlier. This comp is so difficult to make work. Black won this game in the draft, essentially. It would be a miracle, I feel, if Tempest comes back now. It's going to be another kill here with the silence.
Did you just see that play from Tist? That was amazing body blocking. Look at his play. He's just playing amazing with the team. He's just making all that plays with the front line, even with Varian taunts last game. Just such an amazing player. I think MVP Black can actually regain their glory, as they said it during the interview.
Look, we talked about it in the opening. We said that the key here is the matchup between Sign and Tist. Who's the better warrior? And in this series...
Alright, let's behold the goodness that just came out of Tist again. His first victim becomes Sign on the Tyrael. A perfect face melt into power slide combo enables Tist's teammates to collapse on the now isolated Tyrael. Only a few moments later, Tist successfully predicts Modern Life's rotation on the Ragnaros and knocks him against the wall, only to follow up with another power slide and one of the best body blocks I have ever seen. Ragnaros can't escape this beefcake and dies a lonely death. But Tist is not done just yet. With a spectacular face melt, he interrupts Vala's vault and proceeds to chase her down with a final power slide, resulting in 3 quick and clean kills for MVP Black. Back in Europe, we see game number 2 between Misfits and Team Synergy. The Russian team manages to take down most of Misfits to launch a final attack on the enemy core. But little did they know that it was none other than Kalaris casting their game.
Take the keep here. Can they just win the game off this push? Remember, Vala is the main damage for Misfits. 20 seconds until she's here. Also, no Dahaka.
You're right. They have very little damage. Synergy's just going to go for this. Do they just win right here? They need to keep Hydra very healthy, though. He's popped his shield himself, though. He does have backlash. Nurk's going to come in. That's Gust away. They're going to focus down the core. Oh,
Synergy's going for it. Can they do a Kalaris here? 70%, 60% soon.
God.
No Dahaka here. He's trying his best to hold up, but he can't do anything. Vala comes in with the stripe, though, and she is murdering all Synergy. Low on health. Kill Neon. Kill BKP. Misfits hold as all 5 are dead.
Oh my god, I can't believe it! If they'd have just had 5 seconds more, something like that, for Vala to not be there, she comes out and absolutely smashes Synergy against the side of their core, and Misfits is gonna march on to the other side of the map. I cannot believe it.
The catapults were helping here too, so yes, Misfits definitely has the game, and you have to wonder. The Mighty Gus was used on Dahaka, so I was like, no, there's no Dahaka here to help hold. But that means Vala came in and was able to get the free strafe off. If you save that Mighty Gus, you push away Vala, they may have won the game. Synergy, unfortunately, makes a big misstep, and Misfits will take the opportunity to go up 2-0.
Are you gonna miss these things when I'm gone?
I'm gonna miss it, man. I don't know what it is. You are just the curse for cores.
What happens when a young Korean boy named Merryday goes full Super Saiyan? Find out on the next episode of find out on the next episode of HGC Korea.
Like, continuing from yesterday, he's been I think, the best tank of Korea so far. He's one of those top tier tanks for sure. He's been keeping that aggro at the front line, not dying, staying alive. That's one of the most important thing, and that person just kind of went through leaving there.
Oh, H82 did a great amount of peel in that actual last engagement, getting his shields up consistently as well. We're going to see a Horrify come down here. Hamlin really gets taken out. Merryday with the triple jump! Gets it here with this Iron Fist build. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, though, as Reset goes down, but H82's the next to fall. Beautiful palm on Tist! And MX gets killed here by the Vorpal, and now Diyoung, somebody Twitch clip that Merryday move. Please, both of them. I hope there's one clip that has both the triple jump and the palm. It should be on the front page of Reddit. It should be on the front page of the New York Times tomorrow. Young boy in South Korea hits 3 radiant dashes and a perfect palm all within 30 seconds. Front page of New York Times and Time magazine. I want everybody to know about this.
But of course we couldn't have a proper episode of HGC highlights without at least one clip from an A. Team Freedom continues to perform admirably well in the current season and shows how to successfully bait your opponents into a beautiful death metal wombo combo to end the game.
Own side, and now Freedom are in an even worse position. They need to not lose all of the sappers here, but this taunt comes in once again. Earthquake off the side. Insomnia gets a flank on Tomster, and now this might be the point where they could try to get a fight.
Yeah, this is exactly the fight Freedom wants. They need to move in as aggressive as possible. Even taking this, there's going to be a 3-man void. Oh my, this Q, it's going to drop. Mosh Pit is not, or excuse me, the ETC is instantly going to be blown up again, but the Death Mosh is coming in, and 2 people already dying. Tomster comes out. B-Kid, though, is already on full retreat. Ancestral lands. Insomnia is on the retreat. He will survive. Throws out the lightning there. The bell tower now going to be converted. Tomster gets wave of force right on out of there. Zuna not hitting his W. The reset, and everybody is now dead for Naventic. Oh my goodness.
Death metal! Zugrug knew everyone was focusing on him with the taunt, so if they moved
He's just
in
like,
to kill
I'll
him,
take that.
fine, I'll just get a mosh pit even though I took stage dive.
Yeah, and it worked out.
It did!
It was enough. I love that talent choice there in that scenario, and Naventic, just because they're all so melee oriented, they couldn't even withdraw. They burst into the ETC, and if they don't run away instantly,
But they had seen it before.
they hadn't seen it when they're standing up, forced to stand on top of it. I
That
don't
is
know.
true. That it puts Team Freedom back into this game. This is heating up 10-4 in core health. There are 2 altars. This could be it for Freedom. Only Brightwing and Tracer will be up in the next couple of seconds. I don't even know if they can get down here in time. Team Freedom should be setting up to take these right away.
Yeah, it's going to be the attempt of channel there. We see the port being denied there as Big Impact is going to be there. And slowly he ends up getting the recall, not going to heal up. Kemba's going to blink heal out. There's going to be the Storm Shield use if either one of them goes down. There's going to be one channel. They have to be able to stop this with Brightwing dead. Big Impact is going to be dead too. Team Freedom is going to go up ahead of Naventic in the series 2-1.
That was an insane game between these two.
Okay, next in line is a play by MVP Miracle's Dami, who once again proves why he's considered to be one of the world's best melee assassins. Watch him perform a pixel-perfect Void Prison, capturing 3 enemy heroes and preventing them from defending the core to secure his team the victory over Supreme Mixtape.
Be able to finish it. Even if they do, they're going to lose the keep, so they should leave it. If they kill this fort and then leave, I like it, because it gives them a little more XP, gets them closer to 16. That's exactly what they're going to do. They leave the temple now. They're going to come back here. Can they save this keep? It seems unlikely. The question is, can they survive? They want to get 16. Now they have it. Then the fight under the core will be on even talent tiers, but they're 2 keeps down. They're going to have to start worrying about these catapults as well. Here comes the stage dive.
Crazy moving, looking forward to save. Very nicely placed. ETC couldn't really come in at the moment. And that goes one more time. And they actually wanted to get that keep. Maybe they're looking for a core. It looks like they are looking for that core. Void Prison is not available at the moment, but still 6 seconds on the clock. Going for that core, 80%, going lower. Let's see if they can actually do this.
MVP is really committing to this. There's the Void Prison. They should be able to get this. Look at that Void Prison. It doesn't hit the core. It hits 3 members, and that will be the game-winning move here. Aegis is popped. Sniper does escape, and we are going to a Game 5. That Void Prison.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to revisit the first game between Team Expert and Fnatic.
Objective complete. They've got the keep, which is nice. That's going to be Sanctification, though. Looking put damage on towards Blade. He goes down. Ragnaros falls. Fnatic gets what they set out to do here in this first game as Bad Benny going to be the next victim here. And that is Fnatic absolutely going on a rampage. Nick was trying to put pressure on towards Shrimpy, but I don't think it's going to be for anything here. As Nick, does he have rewind? Can he get away? No, he will not. 3 go down. Fnatic absolutely on the victory march.
Solid play there from Shrimpy, staying alive, using his bolt, using the haunting wave.
Pay special attention to Curson on the Malfurion and watch how his Blink into Twilight Dream combo damages and silences multiple opponents at the same time.
Keep, here it is, low on health. 15 seconds until Leoric's up, but 30 seconds until Ragnaros is available. Fnatic pushing for the keep, clear the wave, have Wubby take it on. They are doing just that. Here Freeze as well. No sanctification, but they shouldn't have too much of a problem of focusing down this core. And it's falling here 80% down to 70. A big silence here from Curson. Schwippy finally does fall, uses his Welling Arrow. 30%. Quietness is actually getting pretty low here. Bad Benny bringing the attacks as well. Smexy low same time. 10%.
He's going to blow up.
He's going to blow up. If he gets to 6%, he got this. If he gets to 6%.
It's 8.
It's
no,
8%,
no.
8%. And the ammo? No, it's not good enough.
What?
It's not good enough. A 2% core rush. Kalaris, get out of here.
No.
Already you've ruined another game.
How?
Here in HGC Europe. All of the crew here from Team Expert start to head to the top lane. They start to head for the core, and they should have this on lock. Kalaris, this is you. This is all you, man. Here goes Curson. Just pushing. Zeratul in the top right. Expert somehow, some way, holds against Fnatic. Their best map here in HGC Europe with a 4.
Alright, that's it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of HGC Highlights. Feel free to let us know in the comment section down below what your favorite moments were, and make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you want more for next week. Until then, see you next time on HGC Highlights. Have a good one.
That was so close, because if Tyrael did get to 6%, they can finish the core, and they'd be good to go. Sadly, that was not what happened, and Fnatic will lose this game. Expert will go up 1-0 over their opponents.
I'm just going to throw these books on the floor.